the beggar who built an empire, the dual glory and bloodshed of Hongwu Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang. Chapter 1. Opening Hook. There is no parallel figure in Western royal history like Zhu Yuanzhang, the Hongwu Emperor of the Ming Dynasty. He started life as a starving beggar wandering the countryside, yet climbed all the way to the supreme imperial throne and unified the whole of China. He rescued millions of ordinary civilians from decades of war and exploitation, restoring Han culture after centuries of foreign rule. At the same time, his reign is remembered for strict governance, large-scale official rectification, and tough measures against powerful nobles and veteran ministers. For 600 years, historians have been split sharply on his legacy. Was his unforgiving strictness rooted in the starvation and betrayal he endured as a child? Did he take harsh actions against founding heroes merely to secure the throne for his young grandson? Are his long-lasting state institutions his greatest historical treasure, or rigid restrictions that slowed China's progress for hundreds of years? Today, we set aside folk tales and exaggerated rumors. Drawing on official Ming records, his personal epitaph text, and authoritative Western academic research on the Ming Dynasty, we unfold the complete, contradictory life of the only peasant-born emperor in Chinese history. Chapter 2. Hellish Childhood, Scars of Starvation. Zhu Yuanzhang was born in 1328 into a family of tenant farmers with no land of their own. In the Yuan dynasty, poor commoners were not granted formal given names, and he was only known by the numerical label Zhu Chongba. His entire clan suffered endless exploitation from landlords and local administrators year after year. The year 1344 brought unending disaster. Drought, locust plagues, and infectious sickness swept his hometown. Within 17 days, his father, mother, and elder brother all passed away from hunger and disease. The family owned no land for burial and wrapped their bodies in simple straw mats for a hasty grave. This tragic memory was recorded word for word by Zhu Yuanzhang himself on the Imperial stele at his mausoleum. He entered a local temple to become a monk for survival, then spent 3 long years wandering across central China, begging for food. He witnessed corrupt officials seizing grain, wealthy clans annexing farmland, and countless displaced families struggling to stay alive. At this early stage, he held no ambition to seize power or rule an empire. Every harsh policy he later carried out as emperor traced its origin back to the pain and helplessness of his starving youth. Chapter 3. Joining rebel forces. Hidden patience to seize survival. At the age of 25, Zhu Yuanzhang received a letter from his childhood friend Tang He, inviting him to join a civilian rebel army resisting unstable Yuan governance. When the letter was discovered by others, he faced severe punishment, leaving him no choice but to flee and enlist. Inside the rebel camp, led by Guo Zixing, he kept away from greed and reckless impulse. Calm in battle and sincere to companions, he won trust step by step and married Ma Xiuying, the woman who became Empress Ma, his lifelong emotional anchor. After gaining stable footing, he made a vital decision to separate himself from chaotic small rebel groups, taking 24 loyal core followers to build his own force. He followed the famous 3 guiding principles proposed by his advisor Zhu Sheng: build strong defenses, accumulate ample supplies, and avoid claiming royal titles prematurely. Other regional warlords fell into 2 traps. Chen Yuliang grew arrogant and eager for quick victory, while Jiang Shichen was satisfied with peaceful local comfort. Only Zhu Yuanzhang understood the core of wartime competition: winning public support and stable logistics before seeking territorial expansion. This quiet, long-term vision laid solid groundwork for his future unification of the nation. Chapter 4: Conquering all rivals, recovering the whole Chinese homeland. Zhu Yuanzhang first eliminated his most powerful southern rival, Chen Yuliang, through the legendary decisive battle on Poyang Lake. He then took over Zhang Xichen's wealthy territory in the eastern plains, unifying all fertile southern lands under his control. In the year 1368, he ascended the throne in Nanjing, founding the Ming dynasty with the reign title Hongwu. He launched a historic northern military expedition, capturing the Yuan Imperial capital and ending a century of Mongolian rule over central China. He recovered the 16 prefectures of Yanyun, lands that had been separated from Han rule for 400 years, and put forward the political ideal of reviving traditional Han civilization and order. To stabilize border regions, he assigned his sons to guard 9 key northern military towns against remaining Mongolian forces. He established a peaceful tributary trading system and defined 15 overseas nations that the Ming would never initiate conflict against. He restored traditional Han clothing, education, and ritual systems that had been disrupted during long-term divided rule. His irreplaceable historical achievement lies in ending nearly 400 years of constant regional separation, rebuilding a unified and stable Chinese empire. Chapter 5: The Hongwu Prosperity Policies designed to protect ordinary people. As emperor, Zhu Yuanzhang created a complete set of supportive policies exclusively for low-class civilians. He organized large-scale migration to develop wasteland, reduced or exempted agricultural taxes for years, and distributed free cattle and seeds to newly settled farmers. Within 2 decades, cultivated land area and national population both doubled rapidly. He built public medical stations for the poor, set up relief systems for widows, orphans, and the elderly, and released emergency grain reserves during natural disasters. He established the strictest anti-corruption standards in ancient Chinese history. Any official caught embezzling 60 taels of silver or above would face severe legal penalties, with public displays of punishment to warn other administrators. He created an unprecedented rule. Ordinary civilians could bind corrupt local officials and travel directly to the imperial capital to submit accusations. He suppressed illegal land annexation by powerful clans and carried out nationwide land and population surveys to balance tax burdens. A clear dual trait emerged in his rule: extreme kindness towards suffering common people, paired with zero tolerance for greedy officials and privileged elites. Chapter 6: Institutional innovation systems that shaped 500 years of imperial rule. Zhu Yuanzhang overhauled China's entire governing framework, creating institutions that remained in use from the Ming through the late Qing dynasty. He abolished the prime minister position and the Zhongshu provincial administrative body, a power-sharing system that had existed for 1600 years. 6 core government departments reported directly to the emperor, forming a highly centralized imperial power structure. At the local level, he split regional authority among 3 separate departments to prevent single-person monopoly. He created the garrison military system, where troops farmed their own land to cut national military expenditure. He reformed the imperial examination system with standardized essay structures, opening promotion paths for talented, poor scholars, while imposing unified limits on literary expression. He introduced household registration and travel permit rules, strengthening grassroots social management and stabilizing small-scale agricultural society, yet limiting free population movement across regions. Western academic works, such as The Cambridge History of China, Ming Volume conclude that Hongwu's institutional design formed the basic operating logic of late Imperial China, influencing national governance until the end of monarchical rule. Chapter 7. Strict Imperial Control. The start of controversial governing measures. Two major nationwide official rectification cases, the Empty Seal case and Guohuan case, targeted systemic corruption passed down from late Yuan administration. Tens of thousands of local and central administrators received legal punishment, clearing long-standing corrupt practices. Yet countless low-ranking civil servants with minor involvement were also implicated. In 1382, Zhu Yuanzhang founded the Jinyi Wei Imperial Guard Force, a specialized department responsible for supervising officials and collecting public information. This independent investigative division, with its own prison facility, created an atmosphere of constant caution within the imperial court. He also restricted sensitive wording in official documents and literary works, penalizing scholars who used characters connected to his impoverished past. From a positive angle, these policies effectively eliminated long-term official abuse. On the other hand, excessive mass sentencing created talent shortages within government departments in later decades. Chapter 8. Loss of Warmth. The passing of Empress Ma. Empress Ma was the only person who could calm Zhu Yuanzhang's extreme and suspicious temperament. Throughout her life, she repeatedly persuaded the emperor to reduce harsh punishment and shelter innocent scholars and meritorious ministers. After her passing in 1382, Zhu Yuanzhang lost the only emotional balance in his life. His tendency toward suspicion and extreme judgment grew far more prominent without her gentle restraint. His eldest crown prince Zhu Biao held mild, lenient governing ideas, which clashed sharply with the emperor's tough, rigid administrative style. Since Zhu Yuanzhang lost his entire birth family as a teenager, Empress Ma represented his only true kinship bond. With her gone, the emperor sank into permanent loneliness, and his harshest political decisions followed this emotional collapse. Chapter 9. Mass Purification of Meritorious Officials, Weiyong and Lanyu cases. The Weiyong incident served as the official end of the prime minister system, with tens of thousands of people implicated in related investigations. The decisive trigger came in 1392, when Crown Prince Zhu Biao passed away young. The new designated heir, his teenage grandson, Zhu Yuanwen, held no prestige or military influence to restrain veteran generals and powerful noble families who had founded the dynasty alongside Zhu Yuanzhang. The subsequent Lanyu case removed nearly all elite military commanders who had fought for Ming's founding, with around 20,000 people involved in legal proceedings. We must analyze this chapter from two balanced perspectives. Many veteran nobles indeed committed violations: abuse of authority, excessive luxury, and illegal land occupation. The deeper motivation behind large-scale punishment was to remove potential threats to the young crown prince's future reign. However, this sweeping elimination left a devastating hidden danger. During the later civil war between royal princes, the young emperor had no experienced senior generals available to command his army. Chapter 10. 3 critical long-term flaws in late Hongwu policies. First, the feudal prince division system. Zhu Yuanzhang assigned his 24 sons to govern major regional military strongholds to defend the central royal family. Yet, independent military power held by regional princes eventually sparked a civil succession war, and massive royal clan population growth drained national financial resources for centuries afterward. Second, the maritime restriction policy. He prohibited private cross-ocean trade to stabilize coastal security, yet limited international cultural and economic exchange, laying groundwork for closed social trends in later dynasties. Third, the revival of burial rituals for imperial concubines, an ancient harsh custom that had been abandoned for thousands of years before his reign. Every one of these policies originated from Zhu Yuanzhang's fear of imperial collapse. Still, each rule ran against the long-term developing trend of Chinese civilization. Chapter 11. Balanced historical evaluation. No evaluation of Zhu Yuanzhang can rely on one-sided judgment. His irreplaceable historical merits remain clear. He ended 400 years of continuous chaos, revived Han cultural traditions, restored agricultural production and civilian livelihoods, and built a complete, sustainable national governance system that supported the Ming Dynasty for 276 years. Meanwhile, we cannot ignore his undeniable historical shortcomings: excessive collective sentencing, independent secret supervision forces, restrictions on literary creation, rigid institutional frameworks, and the removal of founding military heroes created hidden crises for the dynasty's future. European and Sinology researchers hold divided views. French historian Marie Larcher affirms the legitimacy of his governance centered on protecting common people. Mainstream Western historical commentary points out that his extreme centralized monarchy created rigid limits on social development. At his core, Zhu Yuanzhang was neither a perfect sage ruler nor an unfeeling tyrant. He was an ordinary person, twisted by starvation, chaos, and supreme power, trapped his whole life between protecting civilians and guarding against privileged elites. Chapter 12. Closing interaction and next episode preview. After learning the complete life of Zhu Yuanzhang, the Hongwu Emperor, let us share your thoughts below. Do you believe his large-scale punishment of founding generals was a necessary measure to secure the Ming throne? Without his rigid centralized control systems, would the Ming dynasty enjoy a longer stable reign? Among all emperors of China's long history, why is he the sole ruler who rose from absolute poverty to hold the dragon throne? Leave your unique opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoy in-depth, authentic Chinese historical documentaries, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to follow the complete Imperial series. In our next episode, we will tell the tragic story of Hongwu Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang, the mild young ruler, and the civil war that changed the fate of the Ming dynasty.